This is the Daily Market Comment by Rafi Boyadjian. I'm Maria Bashardis. Thanks for joining us at XM.com. Renewed concerns about the weakening growth prospects of the major economies weighed on sentiment on Tuesday, bolstering safe haven currencies such as the US dollar, Japanese yen, and Swiss franc. Markets have been caught between a rock and a hard place since Russia's invasion of Ukraine, as central banks have no choice but to hike interest rates to contain spiraling price pressures that were worsened by the sanctions. The lockdowns in China have only added to the sense of doom and gloom, as supply disruptions have been magnified. The Chinese government just announced a series of tax cuts and incentives aimed mostly at businesses, but the measures were met by a lackluster response in the markets, as investors are worried that more aggressive action will be needed to kickstart the economy. Shares in Asia were lower across the board, with the CSI 300 last quoted down 1.8%. European and US stock futures were also in the red, coming under pressure from Snapchat owner Snap, after the company warned that it will not be able to meet its earnings targets for the current quarter. The S&P 500 closed up 1.9% on Monday, but its E-mini futures were last down 1.3%. Nasdaq futures, meanwhile, slipped more than 2% as the stocks of other social media companies were hit too. The risk-off tone pulled the Australian and New Zealand dollars lower. The loonie fell too, but the euro and pound were holding on to their latest gains on Tuesday. The RBNZ is almost certain to raise its cash rate by 50 basis points early on Wednesday, but the Kiwi is on the slide today on some expectations that policymakers may not sound as hawkish as anticipated regarding the future path of rates. The euro was the best performer, climbing about 0.3% above the $1.07 level as the ECB locks in a July rate hike. There was little reaction to a mixed set of flash PMI readings for May out of Germany and France. The pound was flat ahead of UK PMI numbers due shortly. As for the dollar, its index against a basket of currencies fell on the back of the firmer euro and yen. This was today's Daily Market Comment. Thanks for joining us at XM.com.